Okay, today we're going to work with Tanju or handgun taking, disarming. Of course, the handgun is a very dangerous weapon. And so you have to very carefully weigh if you would engage in disarming. In general, you'd probably not, right? In most cases, you would weigh the cost and the benefit. Does this person have the intention to shoot you or someone else? If it's looking like that's not going to happen, best to just let it play out. But you have to consider costs and benefits. Some of those are with his intention. If it looks like a very unstable situation, that's when you may need to act. Or the situation can change. If the gun is pointed down, maybe it's an opportune time to get it. If the gun is within 2 feet of me, that's a lot more opportune than if the gun is 7 or 8 feet away. That's not opportune at all. Don't even think about it, right? You also have to assess yourself. What kind of training do you have? Are you able to do this? That's why we're here tonight, to learn some more, to train some more, so that you have a better assessment of what you can and can't do and what the limits are. So that's important. Whenever you train with a gun, think about the kind of pistol you have here. This is not a revolver, it's an automatic. Think about where the safeties would be, where in this case the shell would expel. You should keep those things in mind. When we don't practice with our finger inside the trigger guard because it's a good way to break your finger. Okay, we don't really want to go to the hospital. You could put your finger up here. I tend to just put it down here because this sort of works in a way that won't be in here. Someone might have this if they're not ready to shoot you. But do not have it in here for now. Okay? So we're going to go through various situations and see what we can think about the way to disarm this weapon. I could be with one hand on the gun. I could be with a supporting hand. I could be the gun this close, this further, etc. This is a situation you can't do a lot about, right? So we're going to start with one hand pointed, and this is two or so feet away, right, from his chest, point blank. In Aikido, the first thing we do is get off the line of force. But you have to realize any sudden movement, he may just blast you. So you always listen and follow. What are you going to tell me?
Give me your wallet.
Okay, so then we could probably give him our wallet, right? Not do that. Or he might say, put your hands up, or he may give you a directive. Make like you're complying, that's the only chance you have. Slow motion, I have my hands up, and he's pretty far. I do not want to come in this way. The more time on the line, the worse. Get off the line. We're going to do simple Kotegaeshi right now. But the Kotegaeshi is different than our normal Kotegaeshi of fist or knife, in which case we generally go here. We can explore that. Right here, it's best just to use the barrel of the gun. One more over that side. It's nice if you have a foot forward, because you can move more quickly than if your feet are together. So if you have that opportunity, you do it. If you don't, and again, I probably would just comply. That's the most important thing to do. Get off the line of force. I'm covering just like Kotegaeshi. I want to make the world safer. Point goes up, but by the way, that's a really good Kotegaeshi. So we're going to use this. Realize I'm in the potential line of the spray of this. So this is one of the disadvantages. One thing you could do right away, if there are other people involved, is point down, then point up. Again, you don't want to spray the world. You're taking other people's life in your hand. 1, 2. 1. Maybe point down if there's someone you don't know who's behind you. 2. Stay down. You with 1, you wouldn't play the game when he's down, he can't take it. Much better to have him on the ground. He made his first mistake was having you up. Let's try this, please. Hey, one hand. Okay, this action type of stimulation gun shows you the action on this. So when this comes back, after you fire, it has to come back and eject the shell casing. One of the biggest mistakes people were making during our time was going one-handed. First, if he fires this thing's going to be cutting a lot of my skin with the back action there, right? Second, he could just come right back and get it. If you have one hand to get, the important thing is to get the barrel. Now notice the advantage of this barrel is I'm pushing into this and I've taken out the battery so it can't fire. So you want to, as much as possible, use that. Then you take out the bullets. All right, so the variation of Kotegaeshi that we were showing is not, one-handed, that's for sure. Okay, another variation that people do, other hand please, is when you're here and you face it, and again, take it back. Again, that's okay if he doesn't have the supporting hand. Harder to do. Right now we're on one-handed. This is, again, a much easier situation than if he pulls back and has two hands on. So here I am, 1, 2. Do not let this travel back to him. He's got another hand. He can transfer the gun, he can do any of that. You want to take it away. So we can try that variation. Another variation is instead of getting Kotegaeshi grip here, get the barrel here. So I'm here, I'm coming here and dropping it back, getting out of the way. This is the action here. And then this hand is, again, preventing him from going back and helping me disarm. His advantage leverage-wise is this, he's got this grip. So you should take advantage of this lever. Okay? So again, 2 variations of Kotegaeshi, 3. The first one we did was 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? Second one we did is 1, 2. Following the fingers, more like a knife cut. And the third one we did was here. Here. So you're grabbing, here's your Kotegaeshi, you're bringing it up. This is preventing his wrist from following. Okay? Let's try those 2 variations.